So this is part two of biggest financial mistakes I made in my early 20s. And honestly, some of these mistakes they started before my 20s, but they followed me into adulthood. One one major mistake was not having a budget or tracking my expenses. Back then, money would just disappear. Like it would just disappear. I knew I was spending. I just didn't know where it was going. And the funny thing is, these small expenses, right? They add up very quickly when you're not paying attention, right? At some point, I started using expense tracking apps to become more aware of my spending habits. I used apps like spending app. What's the name of that? I'll link it. Spending app, expense tracker, and they actually helped me understand my patterns better. But honestly, these days I mostly use a pen and paper. It simply works for me because at the end of the day, right, the real goal is not using the perfect method. The real goal is awareness. Um, you need to know what's coming in, what's going out, and the habits that are quietly draining your money. Another thing I lacked back then was basic financial literacy. And I'm not even saying this with shame. No, because a lot of us were never properly taught money management. Not like it was a syllabus in school or something. No, we learned subjects in school, but not necessarily how to manage money, not necessarily how to manage money responsibly in real life, right? I actually touched on this a little in my very first video. So if you haven't seen that yet, you should check it out after this. And finally, I had the wrong mindset about money for a long time. I used to think that financial discipline was about restriction, was mostly about like punishing yourself. But I see it differently now. Financial discipline is about freedom, peace of mind, you having options, is about stability. It's less about looking rich and it is more about protecting your future self. And honestly, I'm still learning. I don't have everything figured out. I don't have everything figured out. But I'm definitely more intentional now than I used to be. Also, I referenced a video that broke down budgeting in very simple terms, so I'll link that as well for anyone trying to get better with money gradually. Anyway, uh, thank you for watching. And if you relate to any of these mistakes, it's okay. It's very okay. Welcome to adulthood.